Good morning.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I forgot to turn the audio off on the stream. Yeah. There we go. Now I can't hear our voices.
Oh, boys.
There's no echo there.
And naturally, it's going to take a second for everybody to load in, but hey, that's okay.
It is okay, and so long as everything is in working order, we will be all right. Sorry for everyone who was watching. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties starting up here, but we are good to go. Still on schedule, ready to rock and roll. And as such, while everybody is loading in, you guys want to do character questions?
Technical difficulties? Us?
Us? Never. Never, ever. We are a professional organization here.
All right. Yeah, we can do character question. I forgot what it is already.
Oh my goodness.
It was, if you could pause or rewind time, which would you do, or neither?
Yes. Would anyone like to start?
Sure. I would say that Maka would want to have the option to rewind time, just not necessarily even for big things, just for those like moments of like where you say something really awkward and you're like kick yourself for it. So just to kind of rewind and, restate something kind of a thing. She doesn't want to mess with time too much, just to like adjust conversations. If that makes sense.
I love her so much. Oh my goodness. Sweet baby.
Cool. I can go next.
Go for it.
You can go next.
Disco
What do you got, Costco?
Totally pause time. Rewinding is not necessary, but pausing could be forever. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Many things
Connor,
you can do with some pause. What?
You're just a little bit loud. I don't know if you're close or you're turned up.
Let me apologize.
Oh, you're okay.
How's that?
It's a little better. Cool. Leo would rewind time, and he would probably specifically only use it once.
That's not ominous.
That
not
feels,
at all.
What is
Tell
that?
us more.
Wow. Interesting.
That's all.
And what about Zalzi?
Is this picking me up? Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, I didn't see it light up for a second. I got a little worried. Rewinding time would probably be a little more useful, but pausing time means that, you can be like, oh, we're in the middle of something, but consider I'd rather take a nap.
It's the most Zalzi thing ever.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pause time to take a nap. Hold on.
I want to take a nap right here.
Oh, beautiful.
God.
And who is rolling for NPC?
Indeed, I do not remember from our last time because
I went last, but we did the last few in a weird way. Oh no, because last time we all rolled.
Yeah, the Q&A session was Q&A session was free roll, so we're back in regular order here.
We could just start the order over if that's easiest.
That's fair.
Yep. I think we started with Jessica.
Okay.
We could go down the line as we're listed on the screen now.
Ooh.
That's perfect. So yes, I will start. 15.
15. Oh, we got a friend.
We
Oh.
don't have many of those, so that's good news.
We have a lovely friend joining us. That is Master Omar Cause.
Yes.
Yes.
We love
Master
Master Cause.
Cause.
Rundown on who Master Cause is for the chat?
Yes, Master Cause is a friend that the Misfits delivered mail to as a little bit of a side quest for the Blood Hunter Order. He received a very special package at the behest of essentially R.A. Avia for the Profane Soul Order. And he is a very old golden dragonborn who is actually Lord Baron's platonic partner. They've been together for many, many years. He's
Yeah.
very, very sweet old mage. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. It was the cantaloupe.
Add a D4.
I have to get into the old man posture. Old man posture. I would say he would probably be interested in reversing time, but only for the opportunity to see young memories from a new point of view and to sort of get to experience them again and just kind of enjoy that moment, because time is fleeting even as a longevity race.
So tender. Oh.
There you guys go, making you cry first thing. Start of the session. Specifically,
Absolutely.
he would want to see a very young Lord Baron. Yes. There he is. Here comes the boy. I was going to do the old man voice, but I'm not ready. I'm crispy. That is number 15. And so, anybody else have any announcements or otherwise for us?
Not I.
No,
Mm-mm.
I think just that we're working on getting YouTube to cooperate to upload the full video of the Q&A. But
Yes,
other
it
than
is.
that,
It's true, that is in the works.
Currently been running for almost 3 hours and has approximately 2 hours and 19 minutes left.
Hey!
Thanks, YouTube.
What a marathon.
Yeah.
He's
took-
a runner. He's a track star.
It took 13 hours to export, so that was fun.
Good golly.
Yeah. Big boy.
Hopefully that'll be up a lot faster. And hopefully that'll be done very soon. Pray for Riley's hard driving Ram.
They're dead. They don't exist anymore.
Oh,
Tragic.
oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
With that, are we ready?
Indeed.
We're ready.
I do believe we are. So, quick recap from last time. Very brief, very short, just to catch everybody up. The party has set out to go explore some of the smaller islands of the Sensum Republic in hopes and search of rare platinum dragon scales. For their lovely friend Darla Giovanna, a enchanter back in Hussar that they met, and a hefty debt too. They met the lovely copper dragonborn, Captain Pamrose, who has offered them ferry between each of the smaller islands, unexplored and uninhabited, quote unquote, as it seems, to hopefully find the rest of their bounty. And she did also agree to travel them to Ingermond, the other island to the southeast. Yes, I know cardinal directions. So, on their exploration, the first island that they had encountered was a little bit more than inhabited by an unknown adult dragon that mercilessly scared the crap out of them, but did let them leave so long as they promised to immediately. Scurrying off the coast of that island, they went ahead and went to the second closest island there, where they did pick up quite a few more scales as well, and found a secret tunnel entrance into a cave system, very linear cave system, into the depths of the island, where they discovered an old shrine, it seems, with a broken statue of a presumed dead goddess, Hanali Selenil, as well as symbology to that which endures, being modernly named Maldoc, as well as symbology to the Blood Hunter orders, and a secret room that seems to hide many secrets in its ether pool that rests there. The party encountered several will-o-wisps, seemingly lost souls, left inside of this tunnel. And they also encountered Maldoc, who somewhat explained why he was there and what they were doing, and in hopes of persuading the party into listening and helping them with what they seek most, which is to return Hanali's wisp that has long since resided there back to her current body under the name of Dianea Farbel. Unfortunately, intentions weren't very well explained. The party broke out into a little bit of a discussion and threw back and forth several arguments between themselves and with Maldoc, in a heated fit over what was best for the soul as well as Dianea. And with interests, I won't say best, in mind, they ended up parting ways, and the party exited the cavern to the shores of the smaller island, to which all of them found very quickly broke away from their discussions and spotted off the coast several miles out a large reddish dragon flying rapidly towards the island. And that is where we left off. So, the Yondurian Misfits, what would you like to do as you see this dragon approaching the island? Very dead set on his destination, it seems.
Are we running? Do we run?
I imagine that's our cue to leave, yes.
I think that would be good.
Bit of a shame, wasn't quite looking to leave yet, but I guess here we go.
Mm-hmm. Seawater tried to talk to them, but they look like they're pretty set.
So are we running? Are we trying to hide? Are we
walking like we belong here?
I don't think that one will quite work, but we could certainly attempt it.
Feel like we might be. I know originally we wanted to go around on the beaches, but we might be better off going through the forest and having the cover of a tree.
I think I second that one.
And I believe it's the most direct route. We should probably stop talking and go.
Into the woods.
Into the woods we go.
Through the bush.
And Disco takes off running.
Oh,
Okay,
goodness.
so you guys are in full sprint.
Apparently, if Disco is, we're following them.
Yep.
Apparently.
Absolutely.
What's each of you guys' walking speeds?
I
I believe.
30 feet.
Yes.
30?
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's 30, yes.
Where would
Fair
I
enough.
find that?
D&D Beyond, if like right next to
Yes.
all of your stats. Going left, right, other one. Going right, and it says proficiency, and then it'll say your walking speed. It should be 30.
Oh, I see it. Big letters. Yeah, 30.
Okay, so everybody is 30 foot walking speed. If you go ahead and use all of your movement, you should get there to the other side of where the boat is fairly quickly. Fairly quickly, being said. So, with that, I need Disco to go ahead and make a survival check for me to see if you navigate through the woods.
Yes.
Thicket brush successfully, but no, I'll say just make a survival check for me.
How far ahead of me are you? Did you just go immediately and you're a ways ahead of me?
How fast are you running?
I'm running as fast as you are.
I mean, if you want to run side by side, we could be running partners.
I will run by your side and guidance.
All right, beautiful. Go ahead.
What does guidance give me?
D4.
An extra D4.
I'll get it eventually. Wow. Okay. 18.
Not bad.
Thank
So
you.
you do successfully. You do.
It's like we're running a relay. I'm getting smacked while I run.
Sure.
You sure are. You've been passed the baton, bud. So yeah, you do manage to successfully navigate, you and the rest of your party, through and back through the way you came. You guys have kind of cleared out a path from all of the extra branches and nature that has been long since overgrown here. You kind of carved with your little footsteps coming through here, and mostly Zalzi's massive tail. You carved a nice little path for yourself, so you find that, and then you dash through it, and the rest of you guys follow suit.
Is Maldog with us, or did he poof?
No, he poofed.
Okay.
Poofed. Let's see. Who have I been contacting? I don't know where I put all my dice that I was gonna pick up.
Uh-oh, the DM's rolling.
Oh, I am rolling.
Oh boy.
Okay, not bad. Disco, much like a PA system, you hear a voice in your head go, This is Captain Pamrose. Do you all see the dragon that is coming towards the island?
Oh, I, Captain. No, cannot say that we have seen the dragon. We are just running. We are running. We are coming to you.
Fair enough,
Over.
I'll get the boat started. Yeah, so you hear the next message. After you say, no, I have not seen it. Well, there's a dragon coming, and, I'll get the boat started. So, are you on your way over here?
We are most certainly on our way. Landing shortly.
Wonderful! Oh, and there's a friend on the boat here for you. Says she knows you.
Friend on the boat.
Yeah, lady, red hair.
Oh, that is fantastic news. Thank you so much.
No problem! See you soon!
See you soon.
And the message ends.
I keep running. I share none of that.
Beautiful. So for this next part here, go ahead and make another survival check for me as you were passing through the middle of the island.
Pap!
Stop hitting me. I swear to God, I rolled a natural 1.
Plus a d4.
3, 5 with the survival points, but natural 1.
Oh,
I
ouch.
smack Leo's hand away from me as I'm running.
You absolutely do, and you derail so fast right into some thorny bushes.
Ow,
And
Good.
you
fucking-
have no idea where the fuck you are now. Because your track has been all discombobulated at this point. Oh no. Oh
Well,
no.
I'm gonna get up and kind of like look around, do a little spin. Might be sleeping with the dragons tonight, folks.
Oh, what did you do, Disco?
It seems that our path is leading us not to the boat.
You're lost.
That is not what I said.
Is that what you were implying?
I'm implying that our path is not leading us back to the boat, and that we may in fact be sleeping with the dragons.
The island is not that big. I think we can just kind of keep going and find our way to the beach.
Yes, Maka or Zalzi, would either of you know how to get back?
Oh,
Do
we
we
can
just
try. We should just walk.
I have an idea. Have we seen any birds while on this island? Or recently?
Not really. It's been smaller creatures and almost little ground-dwelling birds. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of larger flying birds. This is a very localized habitat. But you as a druid would notice that.
I mean, we could pick a direction once we hit the beach. We could just skirt our way around that way, but I don't know if that's the...
Here, I'll snap out Penelope and I'll just send her straight up and look through her eyes and just do like a quick 360 and see if I
Go
can see the
ahead.
direction of the boat.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, up high.
I got a birdie. A birdie has a +3. Oh,
Roll
that's
stat.
only a 13 with advantage.
That's still pretty good. So you have Penelope go, woo! And up she goes, and she does kind of doing owl motions here, gives a good look around, and you do see the boat getting started up just a little bit to the I know cardinal directions. To the north, from where you guys are at, to the northeastern part of the island. So you got a little bit of a ways to go before you reach there, but you could probably get there.
Okay, I will send her away, and I will point to say, that way!
Yes. You also notice that the dragon is getting a lot closer.
The dragon is getting a lot closer. We should probably go.
Let's go.
Here we
Gotta
go.
tell me twice.
If we go.
Okay. So, Leo.
Oh no, am I leading now? I was pointing other people in the direction. I have to lead?
You saw the path.
Oh goodness.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Guidance.
Flat.
Oh! I rolled a natural 18 plus 2 guidance minus 2 survival, so it's an 18.
Amazing.
So, but
Makes
either way, you really does. You still point the direction, and you kind of visualize that in your mind, and you go that way. And yes, you do kind of take charge and head to the outside of the woods. You guys have a good 30 feet to trot across the beach here before you get to the boat. You see Captain Pemrose is like waving to like look for you guys, and when she finally spots you, she goes and already has all the engines started and, you know, the plank lowered down so you guys can just jump aboard here. In that case,
Jump up. Her run
You
over
guys
and
are-
jump up.
running across sand. Sticky sand. So go ahead and make dexterity checks for me, everybody.
Boy.
I didn't say this was gonna be easy.
That's a glute workout if I've ever heard of one.
You said dexterity?
Yes, have you ever tried to run across loose, wet sand?
Yes.
Good God.
It's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's just flat dex check.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh no. Who hit the sand? What do we got? Maka, what'd you get?
10.
Okay, not bad. Leo, what you got?
15.
Not bad. Disco, what you got?
That would be a natural one.
Oh no, buddy.
2 in a row.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
That's fine.
Zalzi, what you get?
I also got a 15.
Okay, so your big dragon paws just thump like snowshoes across the sand. Leo, your dainty, nicely shaped calves do you justice, and
Yes,
Maka,
they
you're
do.
fine.
God, they just look
Let's
so
go.
good.
How are you being distracted, Disco?
You did. You successfully distracted Disco. Unfortunately, you do hit the sand, and you gotta kind of scramble to get back up.
It's all good.
But-
It's all good. It's all good.
Y'all good. You got some sand just everywhere, a little in your mouth.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Not great. Yeah.
That's on
Not
brand
fun.
though.
It is.
It
That's
is.
Nothing new.
It is. But you guys do successfully make it to the boat. And you load up and she hauls the board up and goes running back to the console and starts it all up again, and it goes, peels off of the freaking coast there. And, takes a wide berth around the island, and you do see the dragon come to rest on the top of that little dugout cavern, kind of curl around, and you notice the eyes just clock the boat as it goes by. And it just sits and watches for a couple of minutes.
So we made it.
Yeah,
It did.
we
You
did.
successfully avoided fighting a dragon. I'm very proud of you guys.
2
Sorry
in a
for a second
row. Let's
there.
see if we can make it 3.
Let's not risk it. Except, yeah, let's totally risk it.
Mhm.
um, yes. So, guys do pull away from the island there. Captain Pamrose is just like, oh, you all have to stop scaring me like that. Oh, I'm so glad all of you got in there and lickety split time, though. Oh,
Man, don't worry about us.
I'm very worried about all of you.
It's just another day in the life. You know, like, feel free.
See.
If you ever feel like your life's in danger, feel free to take off. It's not a problem.
Oh, that's sweet of you. So, there's a few more chains of islands here if you are willing to bargain a little more. Whew. If not, we can head over to Ingamon.
What time is it?
It is definitely approaching late afternoon. It's got a couple more hours of daylight. Just a few.
Do we want to do one more smaller island and then head to the big one and stay there for the night and have our barbecue there and then explore and head back the next day? I don't know.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Cheese.
Alright.
Did we see, while we were boarding the boat, did we see Dionea?
She's not above deck.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good to me.
How far until this next island?
It's about, I'd say, based on the maps, another good 20-30 minutes out.
That's close enough.
Just enough time to go grab a drink.
And take a rest, indeed.
Yeah, it sounds like, some of us may also be needing drinks.
Okay. Well, the bar's downstairs. I can show you. I already found it.
Why did you say it like that, Disco?
Yes.
Because some people were feeling a little bit tense back there.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I have learned the hard way not to treat my tension with alcohol.
You know,
Never said it had to
everybody
be
has
alcohol.
their-
You could just have like a Shirley Temple or something. Something red.
plenty of. There's
sparkly,
juice down there.
Sweet.
If you prefer something a little bit more bitter, there's some grapefruit down there.
I'm very confused about what's happening right now.
Cool. And Nabak is just going to start heading downstairs, down to the lower.
I'm not feeling too keen on going downstairs. Not really interested in doing the below decks part of the boat ride, but if you want to bring me back something, I would greatly appreciate it, Leo.
What would you like? Why? Something is happening. What is happening, Disco?
We are outrunning a dragon. For one.
For one,
For one.
are you trying to get Maka and I to have a conversation?
Absolutely not, because I want that conversation to happen in front of me. Thank you.
Alright. I'm very confused.
Just go grab a drink and bring it all back upstairs. That's all I'm asking.
I am suspicious.
When are you
but I am
not?
also curious. So yes, I will get a drink.
Okay. So you both head down below deck, and just the bar and the big open panels of the hull of the ship looking out into the open ocean, and it's quiet. Comfy benches, open bar. Help yourselves.
I will make myself a drink of something non-alcoholic, just a seltzer. I will have a seltzer.
Of course you would.
I will. And then I'm just gonna turn my back to Maka and go look out one of the windows for a couple minutes.
Maka's gonna make.
Deep breaths.
Yeah. Whatever. Go ahead.
Nope, that was it. Just take a couple deep breaths.
Maka's going to make a drink, use a little bit of her special whiskey in it, and then just kind of go sit at one of the benches where she had been sitting last time she went down there to look out. Just kind of also ignore Leo right back and just stare out at all the fish and everything around her.
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys look out of the big port front window. You see all the fish and sharks, and as you guys hit deeper water, some of the interest, some colorful coral reefs that float by and disappear out of eyesight. And Leo, since this is your first time down here, you also kind of look out. You look around the ocean floor and you notice that it's that rippled texture, but it doesn't look like wave ripples. They're diamond shaped and sort of cut into the seafloor. You notice that there's just a little bit of a sheen to it as the boat passes by. The sand doesn't look white. It's more silver, sparkly.
I will make a mental note of that. But after a minute or two, if Maka makes it clear she's not leaving, I'm gonna head back upstairs.
Okay. How do you do so?
Grab something random off the bar for Disco.
You grab a juicy juice.
I grab a Capri Sun for Disco and head back up.
Yes. Absolutely. But it's like a fancy Capri Sun. It's like bottled with a little cork and everything. Like, it's nice. It's very fancy.
A bougie juice.
A bougie juice. Yes. Bougie. I love it. And so, Maka, you are left alone.
Hang out there for like maybe, not the whole time, for like maybe 10-15 minutes before heading back upstairs to join the others. Just kind of watching, taking things in, making some notes, catching up on notes in her journal since she kind of couldn't while we were running from a dragon.
Indeed. But while you are down there, you have the conversation we had earlier.
Hmm?
So go ahead and head up deck after wrapping up. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you have a little bit of time?
No, you go
go
right
ahead.
ahead, Zalzi.
All right. Not very gracefully, but I will just kind of lay down across the deck almost spread eagle, just gonna stare up at the sky. It's been a little stressful. Gonna relax.
A little bit.
Take a nap right here. Take a nap right here. Take a nap. Good night. And it is very nice. Like the deck of the boat is a little bit warm, and you feel much like a lizard under a light lamp. It's toasty. It's nice. In a tan on the scales.
Very good, very good.
Very nice. So you guys all reconvene and you look out and it's just beautiful, vast ocean around you. The island that you were at disappears over the horizon. You do see the coast still of Lanalo. You guys move away from it a little bit. You can see the edges of the mountains. They're not super distinct, but they're still pretty to look at nonetheless, even from far away.
I would like to drink my roaring waters when Leo brings it over.
That'll bring you your... Yes. Yeah, I'll bring over the bottle and just hand it to Disco. Here's your drink.
No way, they got roaring waters on this boat? That's so fucking cool.
Well, of course, it's a boat. What else would they have?
I don't know, juicy juice?
No. They did have some high C, but I figured this was more your style.
Yeah, high C ain't shit.
Still not entirely sure why you sent me down there, but there's your bottle.
There was nothing else exciting down there?
There was Imaka, and
She is very exciting.
sure.
You don't think so?
It's been a long day. Long couple of days.
Sure.
Drink your Capri Sun.
Well, for the record, I think Maka is very exciting.
Of course.
She's neat.
It's just like staring Disco dead in the eyes. Just
It's very smart. Resourceful.
still just staring. Take a sip of my seltzer.
Fun. Very bright. Phenomenal to look at. She's so pretty. She's got lots of interesting friends.
I'm so confused. I... And then he just turns around and walks away.
Oh,
Yeah.
bye! It's not like there's anywhere for you to go. We're on a boat, but okay.
I'm gonna go look at the runes again.
You do so in peace and relative quiet, it seems. It seems.
What? It seems. What does that mean?
I don't know, what does it mean?
I'm asking you.
Make a perception check.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna be right back, but I'll still be listening.
That's good.
This new guy that I got this weekend, moi. I give many kisses.
Wow.
Because that is a 16 perception check for me.
Wow!
Yeah.
Leo is seeing sights.
Yes.
he has perceived. So these are the which runes are these exactly?
Oh, these are the same ones that have already that I rolled the 30 Arcana check on. I'm just looking at them again.
You're looking at the engine runes. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So I leaned over the back of the boat. You're just staring at them and just kind of watching all of them shift and work and move and light up and flare and dim. And it's like a little light show on the back of the boat. It's really pretty.
Do I hear the
Yeah.
disco here?
Ooh.
Ooh! Yeah. So you just sit there and you kind of get a little lost in your own thoughts and just watching them work, do their thing. You're highly amused, but also incredibly impressed by this feat of engineering.
Mm-hmm.
You see a golden shawl kind of peer out of the corner of your vision. You see Diana leaning over the edge of the boat and watching them too.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Not to this extent, no.
I'm trying to figure out what that one in the corner does. I've gotten most of the others figured out, but that one... Still haven't quite figured that one out.
It's not symbols for directional navigation. You know the spell. Find the path.
I know of it, yes.
I see a few symbols in that direction. So I'm going to assume it's a directional unit. But I could be very wrong. Who knows?
Yes, I'm sure you are quite incorrect when it comes to ascertaining the nature of runes.
Oh yes, very much so. What a journey you all have been on in the past few days,
It has certainly been something, yes. I haven't quite been able to wrap my head around all of it, if I'm honest.
You not being able to wrap your head around it, really?
No need to be facetious now.
No, you're right.
I do believe there's a conversation you and I are due to have. At some point, at least.
Very much so.
Did you see us there?
I did. And I heard you.
And?
Thank you.
Look up at her. The whole time I hadn't looked at her yet, and at that I look up in shock a little bit at her.
I know you have your own motives. Goals, dreams, aspirations. All that good stuff. I know you have wants. Specifically for what I can offer. But thank you still.
For what?
You're very kind. In a weird sort of way, yes. I must admit.
So, it's very strange because I'm sure you must know I am furious with you.
I know.
But yet for some reason, I do still want to help.
That's why I thank you. You didn't let that clouded judgment pull from what you know is right.
Can't say whether it's right or not. I don't think that's my judgment to pass. But I do know you sent me on a task to get information. And I have succeeded somewhat, at least.
Indeed. I'd be very curious to hear about those findings, if you would be so inclined.
She's miserable.
I'm sure.
And I don't think she is you. It's not my decision to make, but I held her soul and I did not see the same person I see standing in front of me.
Right. But also inexplicably wrong. Truth be told, the soul is still tied to the physical body. That's what alarmed me. I knew it was you. And I knew it was Maldoc. That's why I waited until after to show. I don't want him to think that I need him in any particular way.
Rightfully so.
Or you can understand that. And if I'm going to be honest, I feel that misery. I feel a disconnect with the reality around me. And I don't like it. Hello, Professor.
Someone else is miserable.
But you know how it goes. Saving face, putting on a facade, especially in the company of others. Cultivating an image of yourself to suit the world that you want to see, and the life you want to live.
And the life, the life you are to live. Does it include her?
Would like it too.
I'll reach into my bag and pull out the vial of ether. We saw the memories.
Takes a deep sigh and kind of puts her weight more on the railing. How much did you see?
The resurrection. And one other, but that is the important one, yes.
Right.
I take it you have seen this memory as well, then?
In dreams. But they don't feel like them. They're more like nightmares. Ones that I can't change, I can't run away from, I can't wake up out of. And I feel hollow afterwards. And that's the best way that I could describe it. I had always hoped that I could figure out how, in some way, how to bring her back in, but I don't know how to do that. And it's been so far down on my priority list that for a while I didn't even care.
Perhaps item number 463 on your list.
Indeed.
Hmm.
It's something that I've pursued, but I haven't always gotten answers.
But if they've found this place before, why has nothing come of it?
I don't know.
Have you been?
No.
Well, I would think that would be the first logical step into solving this.
I would think, but even for as powerful of a being as I am, I still have fears. I know, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Not that. I am laughing at the fact that you tore my life to pieces to find you answers that you don't want. You made my entire life about you. There is nothing in my life you have not touched. And I bring you this, and you say you don't want it.
It's not that I don't want it. This is incredible news, and the fact that you saw her, held her, and I felt that is a massive leap, all of it in its own right. I've never experienced that before, and this was the only way that I could possibly relate it to. It's something that you all did. And then hearing that conversation, well, it certainly confirmed all of my suspicions.
And
No,
now
you
what?
haven't. I've meddled in everything. And I told you, I promised you, that I would make your name go down in history. Do you think Master Alond can promise you that?
I think I can promise myself that.
You not want my influence.
I don't think you've given me a choice anymore.
I'm giving you one now.
And if I say no, what do I have left?
Books, old habits.
Start from the beginning. 10
Essentially.
years in the making.
Again, it's not like you left on a bad note with Master Alond. I made sure of that.
What do they think happened?
They don't. They know that you found that book. The forbidden section. The one you weren't supposed to find. She puts up little air quotes. And they know that you accepted what I had offered. Fortunately, things were a little hairy from some of the other things that you had picked out, which wasn't supposed to happen. And they did get quite upset. But I apologized on behalf, replaced the damage, fixed what needed to be fixed, and saved one of the things that you had lost that was personal. I made sure that was the first thing you got back.
My memory of that day is not real either, is it?
It is. You experienced that. And I will say, they do feel guilty for reacting so strongly.
For destroying my life's work, yes. Strongly.
But I actually came here initially to have a conversation. But for making a huge step, I was going to offer you a little bit of a reward. And a few answers, should you want them.
I hate that I cannot say no.
You could. We could save it for later, perhaps this evening. If you don't want to discuss it at the moment.
I have to know.
She kind of tilts her head to below deck. Come on.
Follow.
Heads down, and Maka, are you still down there?
Depends how long it's been at this point.
Been a while.
Probably
Definitely.
not then.
Okay, so you head back up deck to hang out with Zelzy and Disco.
Or just on her own. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where everybody is, what everybody's doing, but
Yeah. I will say, for all intents and purposes, below deck is quiet. Goes ahead and takes a seat on one of the lovely benches. Kind of motions across to her.
Take a
What would
seat.
you rather? Fair enough. I will let you go first. What would you like to know? Realistically.
What is Samagia?
It's a new one. Sriracha is a specialty arcane school, and they study the realms between planes, specifically how to bend them, alter them, pass through them. And they work with ether specifically in order to access points, rips, rifts in our plane, the material one, in order to reach beyond destinations. The most experienced can reach so far into the astral sea and come back within a day, and the less experienced ones can easily walk into the Feywilds.
You say they. Why?
It's a whole school of magic. Oh, there are very few well-practiced cinemages in the world. Only a handful, but plenty of students.
You should clarify, I'm sorry. You say they instead of we.
Fortunately, that is where you're wrong. I do not practice the craft. I oversee portions of it at Renberg Academy.
Did you know you founded it? The academy.
In a weird sort of way, yes. I have seen her face on the portraits. I do get many comments a day saying that I look an awful lot like her. And I say, well, quite a strange coincidence, isn't it? And it's left as that.
Where do we go from here? have your information. You have an option. You could hold up the vial, drink this right now if you wished. And who knows how many memories you might gain.
That doesn't mean the work is done. That's only one piece of the puzzle, Leo. This is not just about me.
Certainly doesn't feel that way most of the time.
Well, you never asked. I'm still working towards something much bigger. There's still Corvalon and Sahini, which are affected by all of the circumstances that Marduk and I caused. And I certainly don't see him trying to help. And on top of that, there's the damage from the Divine Gate. And a new topper to the list is whoever it was that absolutely madman in Caldev. I don't think I haven't forgotten that. And then on top of all of that is the fact that I am somehow intrinsically tied back to Maldok again, even though I spent thousands of years pushing him out of my life. But along the way, you're still a priority. I wouldn't say my first, but certainly top 10. Maybe top 5. Because I want you to grow. I want you as a student. And I know that you have a lot of talent, Leo. A lot of knowledge in that little egg head of yours. Don't think I don't see that as well. And your friends too. They're quite talented in their own rights.
Are they your next little projects as well?
No. Not in the slightest.
If you had to choose between me and them,
Which would I choose?
yes.
You, of course. But it doesn't hurt to have allies. What's wrong with gaining a little bit of trust and secrecy? Having strength in numbers, specifically against Maldok's influence? I know that I won't ever really sway Disco. But I know they have a good head on their shoulders, at least. They won't outright choose them. The big fellow, Zalzi was his name? I don't know where he sits, but strange one indeed. I cannot get a read on him. I really can't. That is deep forest magic that I really do not understand in the slightest.
Certainly not our forte, is it?
It's darn near cryptic, if I must say. I've never understood druids, though, to be fair.
And if I continue to do this for you, continue to make my life about you,
It doesn't have to be all about me. You've certainly got other things going on in your life that I've left to you. You're more than welcome to make your own choices and your own path in the world. I'm not prohibiting you from doing so.
no, but it certainly seems whatever I do, you manage to insert yourself into.
I don't really feel like I inserted myself into that little follower of Soon that you've taken a liking to.
But yet here I
don't
am.
know his name.
Yet here I am. Hundreds of miles away. Collecting sand for you.
Oh, not just for me.
Pull out the bag of sand and toss it to her.
Okay, quite literally. But that's not the only reason you're here. Don't try to pin that on me. You have a much bigger quarry. Am I wrong?
I suppose.
Still. If you want, I will leave you be for the rest of this trip. This is all I wanted after all. Aside from a few things.
Did you not say you had a reward? I believe that
I
was
did.
mentioned.
I did. I did. You know about spell writing, correct?
Yes.
Would you like to be able to write your own?
It's certainly something I've thought of. I wasn't aware I needed your permission for it.
No, but I have something that could help. You were Order of the Scribes, correct?
Indeed.
Just sort of twirl her fingers around. And in it, a little glass and gold. Almost. No. Glass and gold calligraphy pen appears. She hands it over.
Take it.
Use that in your spell book.
And
You can permanently transcribe any spell that you wish to create. And it becomes yours.
hold it up. This is a start. I hope you realize that.
If you ever need, you can look over them briefly. Make sure that they're in working order. That can help you write formulas out. And that'll appear there. You'll have all the rooms that you could possibly need. I don't think that's too terrible of a reward.
Not terrible,
Sure.
but you still have a ways to go. Not to make up many favors.
Don't push it.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't.
I know. But I do still want to give you an opportunity to be independent. Aldok wasn't wrong saying that I am limited in some aspects. That's why I needed this. She points to her hairpin. It's one of the things that gets me through the day. Amongst many other things. But the only reason being is because my efforts are placed elsewhere. As much as I would like to show you where those efforts are going, I can't just yet. Mostly because it's not finished. I'm missing a few pieces still. But is there anything else?
Not for now, I don't think.
All right.
Got so many questions, but I don't think you're quite prepared to answer all of them just yet.
Never know until you ask. And you don't always have to ask me face to face.
Yes.
Just do keep that in mind.
Well, I'm well aware. Yes.
I know, you're so old-fashioned. For as young as you are, there's nothing else. I will leave you and the rest of your adventure to be. I do have a lot of work.
I'll hold up the vial of ether from the pool, the well.
Yes.
Did you wish to take this?
No. The only reason being is ether is funny. It shows you what it wants you to see, not what you want to see. No guarantee that I would actually get answers out of it that I wanted.
Doesn't mean they're not answers nonetheless.
It could be repeated history, it could be a random event, it could be something pertainable. But the chances of getting reliable information from it is spotty at best. As a not so practiced cinemage, I don't have a way to cultivate it in a way that is useful. And even then, you only increase the percentage. It's not a guarantee.
Still is more chance than zero, but suit yourself.
You might learn from it more than I will. And I believe that. Stands up and walks over and presses a kiss to her fingers and presses it to your forehead. You know I still care about you. I want you to succeed. I will do nothing to hinder that. Unless absolutely necessary.
Comforting. Thank you.
Well, unless you somehow go absolutely mad with power and become, a demi-lich, then no.
Set off the table.
I've seen it happen.
Shame.
It wasn't fun to deal with. So, yes, it is off the table. It's an option. But everything else within those parameters is fine. Have fun. Learn, experience, live. Enjoy it. You won't have it for very long. At least not in an eternity. She waves her hand and she disappears.
Yeah, I'll just stay below deck for a little while. Just sitting.
Of deck. What's happening?
Disco would have probably gone to lay spread eagle with Zalzi. Not next to, but so the tops of their heads are together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharing brainwaves.
Deck is definitely big enough for that option.
Just kind of watch the sky as we move along.
Very peaceful, and it's very warm. Your little verdant skin is very toasty. Very nice. Good sunshine. Watching clouds go by. Kind of speed by, so you only get little fluffy shapes, but you use your imagination.
Yeah, one looks like a Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tarts are now canon.
Heave a big sigh. Kind of tilt head back to try and look at Salzy over mine own forehead. How do you feel about all of this?
Still kind of processing, I guess. What about you?
Oh, I'm just not. Yeah. I'm just kind of here. It seems the other two might be fighting a little bit.
Maka and Leah?
Mm-hmm. They are very intently avoiding each other, it seems. Or at least it's what it feels like.
It does feel like there's a bit of tension. Something's going on.
Can't say I blame them. Either one of them. Seems things are getting complicated. Turning into like a big ball of yarn that just won't unravel.
It's all messy.
I like mess. Mess feels kind of good.
A little bit of chaos.
Not all mess is chaos.
Can be a little bit of chaos.
Can be. Do you find comfort in the chaos yarn ball?
So long as it's within reason.
Reasonable chaos yarn ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fair enough. Is this what you were expected when you set out to explore the world? Fighting
Running
tieflings,
into...
big old dragons, coming home so fast.
The big dragons were a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen dragons this big before. It's been very fun.
I don't think I've seen dragons like these before.
They're not your usual kind of dragon folk?
Not really.
In like what ways?
In appearance-wise, they don't look like the like your average dragon, I suppose.
Because they're shiny like you?
Yeah.
You've never seen somebody that looks like you before.
I mean, I've seen blue dragons before. Blue-colored, that is. But I guess not as shiny?
Huh. Maybe this was your adventure to find then.
Could be.
Could be. The world has its way of putting people where they need to be.
This is true.
This is true. And I'm glad I get to watch the clouds with you. This is very pleasant. Very pleasant and peaceful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's nice. I do have a feeling, though, that we're gonna get to the next island and then we are going to be chased off by another dragon. So I am soaking it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Twice is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern, I think is what they say.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. I don't...
Me neither.
Could have fooled me. Feels like you're always, like, thinking and wisdomizing.
Thinking, yeah. Wisdomizing. Questionable.
Questionable. What is it to wisdomize? That is the question.
Who knows?
And just go quiet. Just go back to looking at the clouds.
As you guys enjoy all of your conversations and shenanigans and wisdomizing between each other, we see Captain Pamrose kind of look up and over her console, go, "Oh, lad ho! Ooh!"
There's a hoe?
She kind of pauses and goes, "Oh." She kind of points over the bow of the ship and slows down quite a lot. And you see this island coming into view. It's very small and very densely packed, but with dead trees. the sand surrounding the island, even from just peripheral view as you guys get closer, is salt and peppered, black and white, but more like soot. And even the water around it feels a little choppier. See, there's some waves crashing into and flicking in and out of the shoreline of this island. And even though it's a bright day, you would think that it would look more appealing. But it definitely... something about it definitely feels off. Considering the environment around you guys being just lush and soft and vibrant and green. You continue, she kind of gives a wide berth around the edge, just keeping it in view. You see that it's just this flat island, little dip sort of off to the southern side. But not that big of a change in altitude. As circle around it. And whoever would like to make a perception check, please feel free to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's see what the eyes see. What do them papers see?
This one. Option.
That's a 12 for Disco.
Very nice.
18 for Maka.
Very nice.
Use my new Coralon dice.
Got 18.
Zelzy perceives.
Hmm.
Leo, you are below deck, but you can still see.
Yeah, I in theory can see, but I am not looking.
Fair enough. The choice is yours. You do not choose to perceive.
Nope. I am staring at my hands.
Everyone above deck here, you guys look out, and as you coast around the eastern side of the island, you take into view beyond just the shoreline there. You see this cut down woods. And you see these little stone pillars that are haphazardly shoved into the ground. And you see all of the fallen trees just broken into the water, and they've just been sitting there. You've got big bunches of algae growing all over them and barnacles. And you look around and you see more of these broken off pillars. Some of them sort of flat and rectangular in shape, just shoved into the ground. Some of them rounded and broken off, and very weird, eclectic mix of masonry.
Do they look like they were once a part of a building or a temple or anything of any kind, or just a mixture, kind of like a Stonehenge situation going on?
A little bit of Stonehenge, but really creepy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Maka's interest is piqued.
You see,
Does it look like any of this was recent, or that it's been here for quite a while?
it seems like it's been here for a while. Yeah. Yeah.
Maka's gonna kind of go over to the captain. Be like, do you know anything about that?
And she just shakes her head really slow and goes, "No, and I don't know that I want to find out.
But
I'm real honest."
That's fair, but I kind of do. She'll kind of glance over to the others, kind of looking around for Leo too, until she realizes he's gone down below. Just to kind of gauge what they're thinking too.
Disco's not reacting any kind of way. Just kind of watching. Looking. Same... I don't want to say flat, but same standard Disco look on their face. It's kind of vague interest in everything around them.
Selzy looks a bit uneasy, a little curious, but very cautious. It is very spooky looking.
I mean, could go check it out if the rest of you want to stay on the boat and stay safe out here.
Oh, I assume this was our next stop.
I don't know.
Are we not hopping off?
Are we? I don't know.
I look to Captain Pamrose and raise an eyebrow.
He's just staring back, just like, don't make me stop this boat. Don't make me do it. I do not want to know what's finding out.
Yes and no question.
And look, this must be very fascinating for all of you. This island.
Have you been there before?
Mm-mm.
Have you passed by before?
I remember Third Island being out here, but I don't remember it looking like that.
What do you remember it looking like?
Like the others.
You said this one didn't look like super freshly destroyed or dead, right?
That's just kind of what you guys can tell.
Yeah, like it doesn't look like it was like, I don't know, recently blasted. So, okay, so here's the thing. Starting to question your memory just a little bit.
When was the last time you were by here? Because this is fresh.
I would say about... I don't visit the outer islands very much, so it's been about... 10 years? So it's been a while. Sure, things can change, but... I don't like the change.
Do you just give up on every ghost town you pass? Look, it could be tons of fun. There could be like underground, there could be like speakeasies, like clubs, secret entrances to hideaways. And it doesn't look like there's any dragons right now, which is a wonderful sign.
I don't know that I trust that.
Well, I could wave my wand of magical things and see what happens. See if that'll do anything to make you feel any safer.
At the island or at me?
Well, I guess that kind of depends on wherever the wand decides to go.
Let's not do that one.
I don't like the odds of that.
I mean, you could stay away from it. We could swim in.
We could swim.
Why don't you go grab Leo and see if he's got an opinion on it. He's got an opinion on most things, so could use some input from that.
Who was that to?
Disco.
Okay. Disco turns around. Did he leave?
No, he's just below deck.
I think he's just down there. It is a nice view down there.
Okay. We're gonna go below deck. Okay. Disco.
Good? Are you good? Do you want? Are you sure?
Yep. Gonna go below deck. Gonna go get another Capri Sun for the road. And, paps down the stairs.
Peps.
Paps. Gets down to the stairs and, like, just barely leans in, looks around. Hello?
You would see Leo like sitting on a bench, just kind of elbows on his knees, head down, just in thought.
Are we seasick?
If I were seasick, I think this would be the last place I would want to be.
I don't know you. I don't know your life. Well, slowly take a few more steps closer to Leo.
Yes. Are we there?
We are certainly somewhere. We are most definitely somewhere. So there's another island. I don't know if you can see it from down here. Looks kind of funky, kind of fresh, and by fresh I mean very dead. Captain seems a little bit unsure, but I think we still kind of want to check it out, so we're trying to figure out the course of action regarding that.
Alright, I'll take care of this one. I'll,
What do you mean
place
take care of it?
I will walk past Disco, and I will walk up the stairs.
Whoa! Hey! Run after him.
I will take a look at the island. See, it looks spooky.
Now, you don't get to just go start making decisions for everybody. You don't just get to take care of it. I was inviting you to a discussion.
Oh, were we not going? I figured that was
We
the
wanted
plan.
to know. Well, we wanted to know what you thought before we made any decisions. We weren't going to make a decision for you because we don't do that.
How kind of you. Are we
So the
going to
captain's
this island?
Very hesitant about going to this island.
I will reach into my bag, and I will grab out 5 more gold, and I will slap it in her hand.
"20 minutes."
That we can do.
20
If
minutes.
you don't hear back from us, feel free to
Zip on
go
out.
to a slightly less scary island.
We'll be good. Well, we'll be fine. We've got each other. That's all we need.
Finds a little bit of a deeper edge, trying to get you guys close to the shore. She manages to find one. Kind of drops down the plank. Hold on to it. 20 minutes or less.
I mean, it's a very small island. I can't imagine it would take more than that to walk around it.
We'll be zippy. 20 minutes starts after we get off the boat, before we get off the boat, once we actually hit the island.
Just go. Just go. I'll keep track of it.
Okay. I jump over the boat into the sea.
Vodka will
There's
too.
a perfectly good shore right there.
I didn't know how close we were.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
are
then
pretty
yes.
close.
Okay, Mako will walk the normal way.
Yes.
Go to the shore. She will not dive off.
That is very Disco, though. Just
Yeah.
look at the plank and just go, nope.
I'm standing by it.
Swan dive into the fucking ocean.
Swan
Into
dive
the
into
shallow
3 foot
ocean.
water.
Shallow ass water.
Amazing.
Splash, splash, splash.
Who knows, Ozzy, do you have a Revivify?
What?
Okay.
I was jokingly asking if you had Revivify. 'Cause Disco.
Oh, I didn't hear
Die.
you at first.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Zalzi will kind of shuffle, very hesitant, hands on hips, just kind of considering, kind of look up at the sky, deep breath, okay, and gets off.
Cool. So, before you guys get into the exploration of this island, here's where we'll go ahead and take a short break. I know we ran a little bit over time. There was a lot of discussions, but we will be back here in 15-20 minutes. Everyone, go release liquids, enjoy, grab a snack, water yourselves,
What are
your
your plants?
water your plants. You haven't done that today. I know I haven't, so that's why I'm thinking about it. But we will be back here very soon to continue our lovely adventures.
Woot woot.
Woot woot!
Oh boy, only 41 more. Hello everyone, and welcome to the adventures of the Yondurian Misfits. My name is Riley, and I play Leo, the tiefling wizard?
I'm Connor, and I play Dr. Wisby Disco, the bird and wild magic sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I am playing Maka, who is a tiefling Eladrin blood hunter.
My name is Zalzi, and I play the Dragonborn Druid of the same name.
My name is DM Cheese. I am the wrangler of all things misfit, chaotic, and otherwise for this wonderful adventure that we are all on.
So, we've been playing together for, 7, 8 months now, something like that. So we thought we'd give you a bit of a summary of everything we've gotten up to in all that time. All the chaos, the pranks, the extensive lore drops, so you can enjoy the story from the beginning with us. So, have fun, be safe, hug a friend, water your plants, water yourself, and enjoy.
Disco, a curious bird and sorcerer with an open heart and eager imagination, has spent their life wandering. Born and raised in a small verdant clan on the continent Astriv, Disco spent much of their youth learning, interpreting, and following the teachings of an entity known only as That Which Endures. After reaching adolescence, the young acolyte set off into the world to follow the directives of their chaos-based entity, who began reaching out to Disco directly under the more friendly name Malduk. With new friends at their side and that which endures to guide them, Disco seeks understanding of divine plans past and present.
Galileo Monte, or just Leo, comes from the city of Kaldev, a center of magic and commerce in the tiefling country of Hasar. There, he studied under the esteemed Archmage Ren Aland, and he quickly became one of the most promising young mages in the area. However, much to his chagrin, Leo reached a point in his studies where it was necessary for him to leave the comfort of his libraries and books and head out into the world to gain practical experience with his magic. Now mysteriously under the tutelage of the Archfey Dionea Forbel, Leo hopes to expand his knowledge of the arcane arts by seeking out libraries and fellow mages wherever he goes.
Maka is a unique seasonal tiefling of an unknown origin, who was a member of an advanced underground academic institution before becoming an adventurer. Brought to the school by her employer at the time, Tillian Justusta, she took to the program and became a blood hunter with a warm heart and a borderline obsession with her research and the discoveries she made. After a dedicated full year, Maka took back to adventuring to practice her newfound skills and to aid in a special task given by a deity long forgotten to the world.
Zalzi Thorash, a worldly dragonborn with a love of nature and the night sky, hails from the prominent Sensum Republic. Through the help of a Sage of Stars, he began his druidic journey, navigating Yondur in search of answers about his own history and seeking his own path in life. Several years of wandering has offered a wealth of friends, adventures, and knowledge, but now he's come across a new group of misfits, and he only hopes to see what discoveries await.
Our story starts, as D&D campaigns often do, in a tavern. Disco, Leo, and Maka have all found themselves in Algon, the capital of the tiefling country, Hasar. When a bar fight breaks out among some patrons at a local inn, the three of them, joined by former pirate and cleric of the Moonweaver, Colby, work together to bring the room back to calm. Grateful for the help, the bartender compliments their teamwork and recommends that they take a look at the job board in town. After checking the board, the group heads to the outskirts of town to inquire about a young girl who has gone missing. They arrive at the home of Gavin and Sierra Humanfrey and learn their daughter Serene was missing in the local woods a few days ago. The four head into the woods and find Serene safely in a small village of fey kobolds hidden amongst the trees. After convincing the kobolds to let their new friend go, they return Serene to her parents. Elated to see their daughter again, Gavin and Sierra happily give the party their reward and offer to let them stay the night and to rest. At dinner, Gavin reveals that he has studied the area surrounding Algon extensively. He claims that thousands of years ago, 3 gods fell to the earth as stars, each creating small lakes across Tassar. The one near Algon is said to be where Sehanine, the Moonweaver, fell. To the west, Corlon fell, and to the north, another unknown goddess. Each of the pools in these locations contains magical water known as ether. Though beautiful to look at, it is essentially worthless, except to those who know how to distill it properly. Colby, having been gifted a magical vial from the Moonweaver, immediately goes to collect the water. And so, the party obtains its first vial of ether. The next morning, Disco, Maka, Leo, and Colby head back to Algon and spend the day stocking up on supplies. They visit a local magic store owned by the enchanter Darla Giovanna. She offers them a large discount in exchange for a task. She needs platinum dragon scales, which can be found in the Sensum Republic, the land of metallic dragons to the far south. The party accepts her offer and leaves with a number of new magical items and hefty debt. That night, Colby and Leo are surprised by a portal opening directly into their room at the inn, out of which a beautiful high elven woman emerges. She introduces herself to Colby as Dionea Farbell, Leo's current arcane instructor. Dionea asks Colby what she can give him in exchange for the vial of distilled ether. Despite offers of money or favors, he refuses, choosing to stay loyal to his goddess instead. Frustrated, Dionea criticizes Leo for being unable to obtain the vial and steps back through her portal, leaving the two men shaken and confused.
During breakfast the next day, warning bells begin tolling throughout the city. Looking outside, the group sees the streets overrun with unnatural-looking kobolds causing destruction in waves. After helping the guards clear the area of the strange, shadowy creatures, the party decides they deserve to take the afternoon to relax. They head to a local bathhouse and spend some time getting to know each other before a strange figure suddenly appears in their midst. Disco happily introduces the visitor as Malduk, a friend of theirs from long ago. Malduk explains that they are an old friend of Dionea's, and they ask the party to help the two reconnect. Though the others are wary, Disco enthusiastically offers to help, and Malduk disappears and leaves them to their bath. The next morning, the party is surprised by Dionea joining them for breakfast. She introduces herself to Maka and Disco and apologizes to Leo and Colby for her actions a few nights ago. When they ask her about Malduk, however, her good mood is soured. Though she doesn't go into much detail, she explains that they have a complicated history, and that both Coralon and Sehanine were involved with some mistakes she and Malduk made in the past. Spurred by curiosity, the party decides to head west to visit Coralon's pools to investigate. Maka leads them to Dargna, the closest city to the pools, and the location of a private library of blood hunters where she was a student for a number of years. Upon arriving at the library, Maka introduces the party to her best friend Tillian, a high-ranking member of the Profane Soul Order. Like Maka, he is a worshipper of Coralon and is interested in visiting the pools. Later on, Disco is surprised to run into Narada, an old friend of theirs. However, Disco's attempt at a prank goes wrong and Narada is left badly injured. The lords of the Blood Hunter orders take Disco to a large ether well contained within the library and command Tillian to dole out punishment. Tillian then sends Disco through a portal on the surface of the well. On the other side, a spectral version of Narada himself stabs Disco through the chest with a large blade. Gravely injured, Disco is then pulled back up through the portal, and the lords, satisfied with the punishment, give one last warning before exiting the room. Tillian apologizes for what he had to do, explaining the lords had wanted a more serious punishment before he managed to convince them otherwise. Despite being obviously shaken and hurt, Disco forgives him, and the two become unlikely friends.
After a few days of research and recovery, the group is joined by Tillian and his Goliath partner Balo on a trip to Coralon's pools. While on watch one night, Maka and Tillian are approached by a brightly colored blue dragonborn. He introduces himself as Zalzi, a druid who has been exploring the area but was struggling on his own. Maka and Tillian invite Zalzi to join them, and he happily accepts, glad to have some new traveling companions. As they continue their trip the next day, they eventually happen upon a clearing in the woods, where they find Coralon and Dionea laughing and drinking by some ether pools. Tillian is immediately wary of Dionea's presence. He reveals that she is actually an archfey and under no circumstances is to be trusted. Frustrated by this revelation, Leo asks Dionea to have a private conversation, and the two of them head into the woods to talk. Meanwhile, Coralon and Maka are having a conversation of their own. He tells her that centuries ago he was declared dead, and, as such, his followers have dwindled to only two, just Maka and Tillian. Because a god's power comes from the faith of their worshippers, he had been reduced to almost no physical form, and was unable to leave the ethereal plane without losing all of his abilities. So he gives her a task. He asks her to spread his name, prove to others that he is alive, and help him gain more followers. Though Maka is apprehensive and unsure of her ability to complete this, she is willing to do what it takes to help Coralon and make him proud. Later in the day, after Dionea has left, Coralon discloses some more of the complicated relationship between him and the other gods. Apparently, the arch-fae Dionea was formerly a goddess known as Hanali Selenil, and she, Sehanine, and Coralon were all close friends long ago. At the time, they were all aspects of different gods, and were working to complete their designated tasks so they themselves could ascend beyond the divine gate. However, Coralon says, out of nowhere the chaotic entity Malduk appeared. Despite originally being at odds with Coralon, Hanali, and Sehanine, Malduk eventually became friends with them, and he and Hanali even started a romantic relationship. Eventually, the three aspects completed their tasks and were invited beyond the divine gates. Malduk, however, was not allowed, as they were not a deity themselves. Regardless, Hanali and Malduk tried to pass through the gate together and attempted to force it open. Their combined power caused an explosion of energy around them, rocketing the three aspects out of the heavens, falling to the earth as 3 stars.
After a couple days exploring the area and learning from Coralon, the party says their goodbyes and heads back to the Order, minus Colby, who had just gotten word from his old crew and left to rejoin them. Upon their arrival at the library, the party is greeted by an unusual silence and a tension in the air. They discover that everyone is gathered downstairs near the ether pools, and that a mission had gone horribly wrong. Apparently, what was supposed to be a routine investigation of demonic activity in Kaldev resulted in a group of blood hunters running into an unknown, incredibly powerful mage beneath the city. Surprisingly, the mage appeared to be human, despite pure humans being essentially extinct for the past 200 years. After a confrontation with the mage, the group was left petrified and were only able to escape due to the sacrifice of one of their members. They were discovered and brought back to the Order, where the lords were working hard to restore them with the help of the ether. Leo, shaken by this information, takes a moment to step outside and get some fresh air. He immediately reaches out to Dionea, and she comes to his aid. He frantically tells her that he needs help. His home is under attack, and he doesn't know what to do. Though she wants to assist, Dionea says that Maldok has just stolen her staff, leaving her with limited abilities. She does, however, know an undesirable way to get it back. Dionea calls out to Maldok, and he steps out from behind the nearby trees, having been listening in on their conversation. She angrily asks them what they want in return for her staff, and Maldok says they just have one simple request: a kiss. Begrudgingly, Dionea grabs her staff from Maldok and gives them one small kiss. As she does so, a giant shockwave of energy bursts from around them, and Leo realizes their eyes have changed color. Maldok's red and purple eyes have taken on portions of Dionea's gold, and Dionea's have changed to match. Unhappily, she sends Maldok away, and she teleports to Kaldev to investigate on Leo's behalf.
The next day, the party heads back into the city of Dargnay to stock up on some supplies. They manage to acquire a second-hand bag of holding, within which they find a large chunk of a delicate gold material with engravings in Celestial. Disco and Maka, after some investigation, are amazed to realize that this could be a chunk of the Divine Gate itself. Also in the bag is a small card written in an unfamiliar language. Zalzi recognizes some aspects of the writing to be similar to Draconic and believes that this is ancient Draconic. Though he cannot make out what it says, the party holds on to the card in hopes that they can find someone to translate it. Later in the night, Dionea returns to share her findings in Kaldev. She says that although the city is safe and now back to normal, the true threat had been covered up. Shaken, she explains that the mage was more powerful than anyone she had ever encountered, and that he was still free, unable to be found. After spending a few days doing some odd jobs for the Order to make some money, the group decides to find a way to get to the Sensum Republic to complete their task for Darla. The Order has a ship that they could use to make a sea voyage, but they manage to convince the Lords to let them use a teleportation circle instead. The Lords agree, but on the terms that Maka uses the trip as a study mission, and Lord Baron of the Ghost Slayers joins them. The party bids farewell to their friends at the Order and teleports to the beautiful Sensum Republic. They arrive in the Temple of Bahamut, where they are greeted by Geldnar, head priest and friend of Lord Baron. Geldnar welcomes them as members and friends of the Order, and offers them access to the temple as needed. Thus, with Zalzi at the lead, the party heads out to explore their dragonborn friend's home and complete their designated task.
And there we have it. So, thank you for following along. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you're excited to stick around and see what happens next. You can follow the rest of our adventures at our Twitch channel, Yondurian Misfits, our Twitter, @Yondurian, or our YouTube channel, The Adventures of the Yondurian Misfits. We'll see you soon.
And we are live. Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Yes.
Back up.
We are back. Indeed. Alright. So, who's going in to explore the spooky, creepy, as frick, deserted island?
Heckin' yeah.
Yes. So, back again. You guys exit the boat and go ahead and land on the shores of this extra spooky frick island. And go ahead and you take your initial look around, and you notice that the trees are definitely taller than they seemed. And look up, and they tower 30, 40 feet. Just dark, charred exterior wood, broken off branches. Some of them have fallen and just litter this island.
Neat.
Do they look like it's like they've been burnt? Like as a result of like dragon's breath fire versus like a natural kind of. I don't know if there's a way to even be able to differentiate between two different types of.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. No, this is not Fey, Fiend, or Undead, so...
I figured. That's why I didn't ask. Thank you. Here's my application on this sheet. Okay. Oh, yay. 9.
It's definitely roasty toasty, and you kind of lean in and you sniff it a little bit, and it's like, ugh, sulfur. Like, just that nasty residue. So, you can kind of tell, but indeterminate source. You would also like to try and make an Arcana check to see if it's magical fire versus natural fire. Go ahead. It's definitely fire. But what kind?
Ooh, I'm proficient in that one. 17.
Very nice. So you take a couple of seconds more and you kind of pick up a little sample of the bark and you kind of rub it between your fingers and you watch as it just crumbles. But it doesn't flake. Like when you see burnt off wood, like in a fireplace, how it kind of ashes and flakes and then kind of dissolves in the soot. This stuff, you feel it and it just crumbles in a very delicate texture. So it's not natural fire that caused this. You can probably assume it's the latter.
Well, whatever happened here was definitely magic-based, not natural. So,
That's good news.
keep an eye out, I guess, as we explore. Definitely strange.
May I inspect the sand?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Guidance. Natural 1.
Ooh. Ooh. So instead of inspecting the sand, you lose your footing, and you end up in the sand.
This one had been rolling so well before. Now it's going
Indeed.
away. Goodbye.
You good?
Indeed.
The sand is quite loose. It's hard to get your footing.
Yeah, I mean, sand is sediment, so it is typically quite loose. I am familiar.
Yes,
Would you
it's
like
true.
to taste this one as well?
Fall face down at the other sand as well.
What?
Didn't you fall in sand earlier?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
Yes. So you're familiar with it and
Yeah.
its slipperiness.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I agree. Perhaps you should taste it.
This one looks kind of unpleasant.
Wow, we've reached a limit?
Okay.
It's
There's-
okay.
The mouthfeel of ash is, like, kind of the worst.
You're familiar.
Are you not?
Can't
No,
say
I-
I sampled ash before. I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I have a small bag of sand and soot with me already, but I can't say I've tasted it. Would you like to taste my sand and soot and compare it to this sand and soot?
Ugh, Leo, I would love to taste your sand and soot.
Oh,
I will pull out a little pouch of sand and soot and hand it to Disco.
Disco stares at Leo.
Which is it's a casting component.
So I'm gonna eat your magic, is what you're saying to me right now.
No, my magic doesn't come from the soot. The soot acts as a focus for my magic.
It's like a deconstructed pie crust.
What?
Like you pulled the butter and the flour out of the pie crust. The pie crust holds your magic. Like the filling?
No.
Whatever.
It's more like a magnifying glass.
Sure. Like, I don't know what I do with this. I open the bag and the one of them. I don't know. I'm gonna roll for it. The sand. And I stick my tongue in it.
No, it's mixed together.
It's mixed together. It's worse. And I stick my tongue in it.
Disco exploring the world through their mouth again.
Yeah, it's awful. Thank you so much.
Well, now you have your base of comparison.
All soot and ash taste pretty much the same.
Well, does that mean that this is ash in the sand?
I don't know. It looks like it. Okay, fine. I get down and I put on my hands and knees and lick the ground. Does it taste sooty / ashy?
Go ahead and make a constitution check for me.
Alright, fresh dice from Jessica. Work for me.
Fingers crossed.
Roll low.
8.
I told you they'd help you tell the story.
Please stop. So you go ahead and you lean down and you take a lick of the beach.
I'm picturing like a extend tongue press flat and retract into mouth.
Oh.
Not a drag,
Oh yeah.
just a press.
Just a press. Okay. Not fair enough. Hesitant disco style. Well. It's like a gecko sticking its tongue out and just lem the sand back into your mouth. The first thing that you taste is saltiness, and then it's gritty, and then it's bitter as fuck. And it's like you stuck your mouth in a dirty fire pit.
Mm.
And it's acrid and just it's awful, and it's like it coats the inside of your mouth again, and oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
could roll.
soot.
Oh.
And Muckle brought the non-Fey whiskey, just the regular whiskey. You want to wash it down?
Yes, please.
Hand it over.
Did you already finish your second Capri Sun?
Yes, I finished my second Capri Sun. There's like nothing in those.
It's fair. It is like a gulp and a half.
It is. It was fine when I was little. Now it feels like nothing. Anyway, I take my swig of whiskey and I hand it back to Maka.
Get the
And it's tough going down.
Ah!
Yeah.
Prestidigitate the sand out of my mouth.
Wait, can you
It's a-
do that?
It's cleaning something, right?
Can you perform that spell?
Yeah.
Wait a tick.
I've had this spell forever.
Disco's just not as meticulously clean as Leo is,
Yeah.
so they don't use it all the time.
I usually use it to set off sparks
Yep, makes
at other
sparkles.
people. Mhm.
That's right. You do have the sparkly prestidigitation.
Yeah. That one.
Yes. It's prestidigitations. Yeah,
Cleanse
because
my mouth region.
yes, you do so successfully, so at least the swig of whiskey isn't so harsh going down.
Do a little shiver. Ugh.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. So, we've determined that the beach sand is salty and ashy, the wood burnt to a toasty crisp, not by flames or arson.
We have a limited time here. Shall
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, may I just take a moment and look back at Captain Primrose, who I'm assuming just watched that entire exchange?
Yes. You see, she's just shaking her head really slow. It looks exaggerated because obviously she's a large creature. Just shaking her head,
Yeah, we're
just
like,
watching.
Amazing.
she's like, you have 20 minutes, and we're like, go, 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 and it's immediately stop 10 feet away from her and lick the beach.
Yes.
Checks
Yes. To see her kind of like raise one of her palms just up to like the bridge of her snout and just like rubbing between it.
I'll just call it. This is why you're paid well.
She doesn't respond. Just starts looking over maps to just plot the course.
Well, would you like to continue taking the lead, Disco, or do you want to break from it?
Oh, I can keep going. Leo was doing pretty good last time, though, to be fair. But yes, I would like to keep going. Unless Halsey wanted to take it.
Well, perhaps you could both help each other.
Yeah?
Well, I guess, okay.
You don't gotta
Alright.
do nothing you don't want to do.
Pretty decent at tracking, but yeah, if you guys want to do it, go for it.
Are we tracking?
I don't know. We're just trying to find our way, so I guess not.
We're looking for
Well-
scales, though. Are we still
Looking
trying
for
to do that while we're here?
I mean, we might as well while we're here, but I also want to see what these columns are all about.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say we should all split up and see as much as the island as we can in the 20 minutes.
How big is this island?
Roughly the same size as the other ones.
I do
Oh,
not
three.
remember how big the other ones were.
About 3/4 to a mile long. Like, yeah, you guys can track these pretty easily. They're not very big. Like, maybe a little longer than a mile.
Well, we could split into 2 groups, and I could send Penelope with the other group as a go-between if need be, and I can check in every once in a while.
Okay.
So long as I don't have to wander alone, I'm good.
Oh, well, alright.
You seem hesitant.
Splitting up is good. Sometimes it's really not, but if you guys think that it's the path to go, then I'll go along with it.
I don't anticipate we'll be immediately heading to opposite sides of the island, still staying within a reasonable distance, just investigating different areas.
Fair.
One group could look at the... what were they? The stone spires. And another could take a look around for some scales.
True.
So we could continue to move together as a group, but like both do different. We could just split up into different tasks. Is that what you mean?
Potentially, yes. Maybe a bit of a distance, but I agree. I
And
would
then
feel
once
most
we-
comfortable if we could still see each other at least.
Yes, I think that's yes.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, who's going with who?
I'll go with Zalzi.
Okay.
Then Disco and Maka.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Green gal pals and
Oh,
blue
that's in the
evil
Green
lads.
Gal Pals.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay, so who is doing who? Who is doing what?
Who's
I was gonna
doing
say,
Where
that's
is
who?
that?
Mm.
I don't think that's applicable in this group yet.
No, it's not. But who's doing what?
I'm assuming Disco's going off with Maka. Maka's looking at the pillars.
Yeah.
Disco will probably also try to look at the pillars.
Zalzi, would you care to take a look around for scales with me?
Alright.
Wonderful.
Help us out. So, I need all of you to go ahead and make investigation checks. Or, if you want to have one member of your party each between the 2 groups here to roll at advantage, you can.
I will give
That'll
Maka
be up to you
advantage.
guys. There you go.
Zalzi, would you like to give me advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
My God.
Well, you can
Great.
roll.
Progress with Leo here tonight, guys. He's learning so much.
Totally.
What?
Nothing
Leo's learning. Leo's learning.
so much.
So this is investigation.
Yes.
21.
Wow. Miss Maka.
That is 28. Nope. 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 26. Because I know how to do math.
Very nice. So, I need more dice. Aye.
I will not write down these scale totals because I am not with you to put them in the bag of holding. Or I could write them down and just make a note that they're not in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Unless
I've got
you-
a count going too.
Okay. Because I've just got the ones that are in the bag of holding.
Okay. I've just been keeping a count of how many we have total. But I'm assuming they're all in the bag, so yeah.
They'll get all back there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we keep some secret from you.
Which you probably will because you're Leo and Zalzi.
Yep. Mostly Zalzi.
Don't tell them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That one almost rolled off the table. So, within just a couple of minutes of searching, because all of the undergrowth, brush, branches, sand has all been loosened up and exposed from all of the foliage burning, you guys do manage to find a pretty successful amount of scales. You find 48 scales.
Oh,
Holy
all platinum?
Jesus.
That's like
Does that get us to our... That gets... I lost my piece of
we had
paper.
52, so that gets us exactly to our goal. So, and
That was all generated dice rolls, I'm gonna be really honest.
Holy
We
As I
shit.
sat here and rolled all of these
Oh my
figures to figure out how many.
amazing. We literally have 52 right now.
Is that including the big boys?
No,
That's not including the big
Nope.
boys.
at least not the 52.
You guys have successfully rounded up a whole ass handful of scales.
I'm
Very
assuming
nice.
I'm, like, just finding, like, seeing them and going and grabbing them, and then just, like, coming back and just putting them in Zalzi's arms and just filling his arms up more and
Yes.
more.
Yes. Yes.
He's got his,
Essentially.
like, shirt pulled out like a little bag and just filling them in his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So, that's y'all's end. As far as the green gal pals go, you guys are... yeah. You guys are looking over the obelisks, over these pillars, and the closer you get, you see that the smaller, rounded ones look more like headstones than broken pillars. And kind of brush some of them away. And it's a language you're not familiar with. But it definitely seems like it has inscriptions over it. Something that resembles a name. And something that almost resembles a date. But you brush through it. See, it reads 15th of your net. Three, 247 PD.
Maka will be like copying all of this down, like including like the stuff that she can't reach, just all of it. She'll just be writing down in the journal. Oh, let's
You
see.
move,
Oh, go ahead.
and you move between, and there's a couple of them that are all sort of stacked in a little row outside of this main pillar. And as you kind of pace around it, you realize that it's a circular shape and almost perfect with the alignment of the bases of each of the pillars.
This feels like something perhaps ritualistic. Would she have seen anything remotely like it before?
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Yeah, expertise in history.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? But I rolled a 3, so it's only a 13.
You're familiar with the ideas of death rituals of that sort, and you know that they can vary between countries and cultures and even between eras. Sometimes they will break away from old tradition and bring on new ones, or certain cultures will adapt from older decades to bring it into a new era.
Yeah.
But
Can I interject real quick? What year is it currently?
it is 5683 PV.
Thank you. Continue.
No problem. Yeah, so these are old. And you're aware that practices to honor the dead and not disrupt the souls so they become undead is definitely a thing, and it varies wildly between religions and cultures and everything of that sort, but you're not entirely familiar about what would have caused this sort of ritual, or even conclusively if it is something like that.
So kind of tell some of that information to Disco.
Yeah. Is the center of this circle reachable?
Yeah.
Is it like grassy, or is it just kind of dirt? Is it sandy? What's the floor situation?
What's the mouth feel?
No, I'm not putting my mouth on it. Not yet.
Yes.
So it definitely is a lot of sand and soot and burned away foliage that kind of remains. And you see some mosses, like low-hanging mosses, that have peeked up and out of the woodwork, so to say. Just overgrown areas that have all been burned away. It seems like they haven't really grown back all the way.
Okay.
So it's definitely sandy, definitely rocky, definitely some rubble, definitely moss.
I am going to, with that then, I want to take a little wander into the center, or whatever feels like is the center of this circle.
Mako, go with.
Fair enough.
And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees and just kind of like try and brush away to see if I can find anything solid or like a sigil or writing or anything. Potentially in the middle of the circle.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Can I, aid in that? Give advantage, since Maka's right there.
Yeah. If you want to take a peek-sees.
Yeah.
We are looking. La ha ha! 18.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, so as you sift through it, the one thing that sticks out to you is a small raven. Sort of roughly carved. And it takes you a second to realize it. But it's definitely there.
Do I recognize this as like a religious symbol, or is it just kind of like a thing?
The thing.
Just kind of a thing. Do you see that, Maka?
Yes. Yeah, that's... I suppose.
Is it facing a certain pillar?
Necessarily. It just looks like it's been roughly carved there.
I wonder if there's more, and I'm gonna keep trying to brush away in the same general vicinity to see if there's anything else there.
So you continue to brush away, and you see one symbol of what looks like a little sun carved in. Little squiggly lines sticking out from it like little rays.
A sun?
Hmm.
There's a sun and a raven, a sun and a bird? Bird sun.
Could be. Maka's gonna also kind of help. Or she's gonna start seeing the process, kind of do the same thing to kind of help out in the looking for symbols.
You go over to the opposite pillar to that, and you find a little crescent moon.
You got
Very
something?
roughly.
Yeah, I've got a moon here.
Bird,
Does it look
sun, moon.
Sun moon? Does it look like the symbol that she's wearing in any way? No. Okay.
Really.
Yeah.
What the hell does bird, sun, moon mean?
I don't know. Perhaps they're religious symbols or arcane symbols
I don't
of some sort.
feel religious.
Or perhaps just a cultural thing. Try pressing one.
Pressing one?
Like, see if it does anything when it kind of like touches it.
Oh, you are so
Like she's
right.
trying to, almost like she's trying to push a button in, just to see if anything happens.
Go ahead and you try to press in on the indent. And it doesn't really do anything, because it's just carved into the stone.
Disco will go over to the raven and like perch on it and like a little like low squat like a bird and just do a little ah.
Doesn't really seem to do anything. Particular.
Should I do the blood hunter way of testing?
Does it feel blood huntery?
No, but I mean,
Good nerd? I mean, it
Good nerd.
will.
well, maybe a little bit.
But sometimes that's a good thing.
True. Go to, well, she's standing at the moon still. Kind of get a cut, drip a little blood on it, see if that does anything.
Okay.
I don't know why we're trying to activate this, but apparently we're trying to activate something.
Do so, and take 1 point of damage.
Alright.
As you do so, you watch it kind of just... It's blood on stone now. Doesn't really seem to do a whole lot.
Nothing?
Well, nothing. Any other symbols around? Or should we just kind of keep going? Circle back later.
Is this the only set of pillars in the area? Out of curiosity. Are there more?
Yep.
This is it?
No.
Okay.
That's it. Seems to be the only occupying feature on this island.
And it doesn't seem religious in nature.
Not really.
Fun.
Make our bird cause just because.
Ah!
Try ravens.
You can't do the really good Taliesin Jaffe and crow noises.
Not I.
That's disappointing.
Nobody can. Except him.
I mean, if there's nothing else to like look at, we might as well keep going for symbols.
I guess so. Yeah, just keep kind of looking around for symbols and writing down everything.
No, I'm not being picked up. I sound more like a seagull. That's fine. Yeah, you guys want to continue to investigate the pillars?
Mm-hmm.
And then the others can continue on with their scale hunting too.
Yeah.
Depending how long this is all taking, of course.
Indeed. You guys are definitely approaching the halfway mark.
Okay.
And as you continue to investigate, make a perception check for me, both of you.
Oh boy. Oh gosh, which do you? Man, it was almost good, and then it rolled over.
Perception?
Yes.
So that was
10.
natural 20 for a total of 22.
Nice. Oh, no.
That was my,
Okay, so Maka,
go for it.
no, you're fine.
That is all. Just go for it. It's okay.
I give you kisses and reconciliation. So, with a 22 and a 10, guys hear something as it shifts around. You look over. You look around. And it's a little too quiet. Don't notice Leo and Zalzi anymore.
Oh.
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 When did a low-hanging fog roll in?
Wasn't like this before, was it, Disco?
It was most certainly not.
I think maybe we did activate something we probably shouldn't have.
Maybe. Did you say the fog was rolling in? Cheese?
Yes, indeed.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I wonder how flammable this fog is. Maybe we should go.
Maybe.
I would hate to see it get scorched. Like the trees, and turned into very untasty soot.
Fair.
As
But
you look
also-
over into the opposite side of the tree line, see this low, lurched figure moving through the trees. And was a little closer and closer. You realize it's just this blue skin bald. The hands reach up and over each of the branches and break it off and move through. And it's charging at both of you at this point.
Oh.
And you see, running through the woodwork is a ghast.
Aghast, I'm looking that up.
And it enters the space. I need you two to roll initiative.
Oh boy!
38, 39. Zalzi, this is incredible. There's so many of these here.
That would be an 8. for me on initiative.
15 for me.
Maka.
Disco.
Here we are.
Yeah, we're here.
Hey, let's
We've
split the
disturbed a
party.
resting ground.
That's why. That's why she said not to split the party. Oh boy. You know, I wanted combat, but I didn't expect it to be with only 2 of us.
Oh, yeah, we are
So-
all the 2 of us that we need.
We're like 50 feet away. I'm sure it's not like magic or anything where we can't see what's happening.
Indeed. But for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and set up a little bit of a space for you guys to be able to see what's going the hell on here. So, give me just a couple of minutes.
Ah.
Okay, well, I guess Salzy and Leo could talk amongst themselves.
Jessica, you remember this weekend when we were like, man, we haven't seen combat since like February.
Yeah. I did
Y'all
this.
kept reminding me.
That is exactly what you said. Those were your words.
Oh. And I was literally like, I could use some.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this is... Yeah. I'm good with going a while, but this is a lot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Y'all did this.
We did.
this. We did do
Y'all
this.
did this.
Yeah, I'm good with this.
Y'all
I'm
did this.
terrified of this.
I'm looking, and it looks like we've got some viewers that we didn't have when we started. So
Hello,
I just want to say
viewers.
hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
friends.
Welcome to our split party combat.
Yep.
What's more fun?
Yeah.
What is more fun than that?
It's just a sunshiny kind of island that we found ourselves on.
Unfortunately, we do not have battle cam set up for viewers yet. But that's coming very soon,
Ooh.
I'm sure. In the future.
Indeed.
We'll have to work on that.
Yes.
This is something I'm also pulling out my ass. But that's what you do as a DM. Y'all wanted to explore the spooky island, so yeah, exploring the spooky island. I really did not think y'all were going to go for it, but you did.
You gave us a spooky island.
Yeah.
Right.
I
my,
know
like-
I did.
This is my Scooby-Doo moment.
I know I did.
Pull the mask off the gas. See
See who's under
What?
there?
who's under
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Darla.
Surprise!
Darla.
We have your scales, Darla. You don't have to do this to us.
Gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling misfits.
You guys see this all right? Is that good?
Amazing. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Our
Goodness.
YouTube video has finished uploading, but now it is processing because YouTube needs to
Yay.
process things.
That's good news.
Speaking of which, yeah, check out our YouTube channel. People who have not heard us talk about YouTube before. The Adventures of the Yondurian Misfits. We have a summary up there of everything because we've been playing together since December.
Mhm.
And lots of shit has gone down. So we have a summary of everything up there. And working on uploading a fun little Q&A from last week where we just hung out, answered some questions, talked about the episode before because technology.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go look at YouTube where we're slowly getting content up. That's all I got.
Yeah. Are we fighting this or are we running? What is the plan? Do we have a plan?
See, okay, so here's the problem. Do we have time?
No.
We're gonna make it quick. We're gonna fast and dirty, Maka. We gotta make it
We got
happen,
this.
and we gotta go.
We got this. We got this.
We got this. It's just you and me. You weren't. I know you're not a ghost slayer, but you're about to be.
You're damn right.
That'll also make me a ghost slayer.
I apologize. Everybody knows Profane Soul is the best option, but
I mean, I guess I would argue that depends entirely on whether or not you choose to associate yourself with things of that nature.
I suppose I'm just biased.
'Cause, you know, I've got this thing with gods, not really interested, you know?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why have a god when you can be a werewolf?
See, that is also a very fair point.
That is very true.
You don't need God when you're a werewolf.
Exactly.
Ow!
Or you could just be a werewolf with a god.
You don't need a god if you simply are.
Yep.
It's true. Oh god, what do I do?
I'll have to go grab my charger.
Ooh. I have options. But no options, but many options.
I think of everybody in this group, Zalzi is the most likely to be a god.
Secretly without knowing it until suddenly like 5 centuries have passed and they're like, wait a minute.
Yes, it's about the wisdomizing.
Only just then realizing something's a little funky.
A little salty. Zalzi is simply the god of huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, every himbo needs God.
Hero god.
Every himbo is his own god.
True.
Still don't have the updated Zalzi mini, but I do have the other one temporarily.
Nice. I have... How many? What do I have? 1 spell slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only have 1 spell slot.
That is unfortunate, my friend.
It's fine, I have options. And a plan.
I've heard Maka is pretty good with a whip.
Yep. That she is.
They're not incorrect.
I wonder what the odds are that I managed to squeeze in a short rest on that boat ride.
The 20-minute boat ride?
Yeah, it was only
It was
20
like 30, 20 to 30.
Is it a short rest an hour?
I
Yes.
don't know. Nope. Shucks.
Well,
Sorry,
Yeah.
dearest.
Speed up.
shouldn't have been tapping disco so much.
I'm also pretty sure
That's
that...
a cantrip.
Well, see, the thing is, though, you did, in fact, trip disco. So, can trip, indeed.
When did I trip disco?
When they
But
fell into the thorns.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't an intentional trip. It was just a punny. I would also like to note that having a minor crisis on a boat, I feel like, is not light activity.
no, I feel like that's the opposite of a short rest.
He was sitting down while it happened.
Sitting down during a crisis does not negate the fact that you are having one.
If Maka dissociating does not count as a short rest, Leo having a crisis does not count as a short rest.
Shit.
Emotional turmoil counts as non-light activity.
Well, then Leo never gets a rest.
Unless you
believe
are
it.
processing it.
Unless what?
Unless you're processing your emotional problems. Then it's all then, you know.
There was some processing going on.
Oh wow. He's already 1 step ahead of Maka.
That is
Oh,
Leo's
ho, ho.
goal, isn't it? To always
Yep.
be 1 step ahead.
Yep.
Hmm?
What an egghead.
Yep.
For all intents and purposes, that shall be our guest.
Amazing.
Yes, this was what I had previously as the Valo Mini. Sorry, my sweet boy. I'm sorry.
I just looked it up. Bring it back. Listen,
you can
that
see
tongue,
that right.
though. Maybe I don't want to run.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Connor, this show is PG.
It's
No,
better.
it's
no.
not.
You're not wrong, but still. Also, stop. Bonk. Right to jail.
Oh, but I'm better with my longbow. The whip has things I can do.
Scooch head.
Oh,
I'm just
that's
saying.
To the side.
Kind of charming.
Boom.
looking.
Connor.
God.
Connor.
No.
What?
I'm gonna enchant it. Gonna what? Okay. So. What? Yeah. Yeah.
It's got like sharp teeth.
Connor. Oh my goodness. Please.
I'm just looking. I am just
Yeah.
looking.
You are looking so hard.
You said it, not me.
Alright. How are we feeling about this, boys and girls?
Yeah.
I like it.
And lads,
You can always take
lasses, and non-binary pals.
Yeah. You can always take a picture of it and post it on Twitter later, just to have it for posterity.
You are
Because it's
not
very
wrong.
pretty.
Right? I love me some terrain. Okay. So, top of the combat round here, now that we are all set up, is going to be Miss Maka. What would you like to do as this ghast is very fastly approaching your space?
Very fastly approaching. Okay. First of all, Farmer Vagathis. So
Okay.
she's
Beautiful.
going to, all of a sudden you'd see her kind of, all of her like armor so just completely like covered in ice, pulling from the fog around her.
Okay.
And then are we staying or are we running?
You asking me?
Yes.
Are we staying or are we running? I don't know why we would run.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she'll just move forward or like kind of stand, kind of almost in front of Disco. Pull out her whip, and just kind of wave it around threateningly. I think Primer Vagabond is an action, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
5 temporary hit points.
Yes.
And yes. That'll be that.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
Alright. Disco, you were up next. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Um,
What you casting, bud?
I am going to rub my little hands together, and I am going to cast Major Image.
Oh.
How
Okay.
close is this buddy to us?
About 10 feet, give or take.
10 feet. Okay. Dang, this is going to fill up some space then. No, I lied. Okay. Not about the spell. I am going to have appear in one of the trees next to us a
Okay.
20-foot red dragon.
I forgot to. Sorry.
Okay.
Dang.
And I want it to look like it's climbing down the tree. And it is going to make a dragony sound.
Nice.
Like a...
Totally.
Like something like...
Amazing. I totally forgot it's a bonus action to do my right. I should have done that. Oh well. Action economy.
Action economy. Dragon, baby. Okay. And do I need to make a save roll for that?
Yes. A creature can use its action to examine the image and make an investigation check. But it must use its action to do so.
Okay. So there's no save DC or anything like that? This is a thing that just happened.
Yeah, it just says physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check against a save DC. If the creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the creature can see through the image, and its other sensory qualities become faint to the creature.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, with that, it is now the ghast's turn. And... It is definitely going to examine the dragon. Because the fuck?
Keep it from attacking us.
Anyway. So what was the DC?
14.
Okay, it definitely did not make its DC. Got a 7.
Oh, baby.
So it definitely did not it definitely did not do that. How did I have to pick a dumbass monster?
Because it fits the setting. Also, you did not expect it to have to perceive and investigate.
Didn't. God damn it, you guys. What the hell do I do?
I don't know.
You are the monster. You see a giant dragon in front of you.
Huh? What do you
Well,
do?
it's behind. It's behind.
But you still see it.
I don't... Fuck.
I mean, it quote-unquote lives on Dragon Island, so is it going to be particularly
Afraid.
perturbed by a dragon presence?
Or used to dragon presence.
I didn't think I would have to think this hard about the mechanics of a combat encounter and the reality of which this being lives in.
You can always root for it.
I mean, it's an undead anyway, so who the fuck cares? That's fair, you know what? It's gonna ignore the goddamn dragon anyways. Doesn't give a shit. It's dead. It's got bigger goals in life. It wants to graduate from college and get a degree.
Same.
It also steal your guys' souls, so hey, you know, it's got that going for it.
That's fair.
So, ah, fuck it. Gonna do that, but it's gonna sit there baffled for a while because that's what I did.
Valid.
But it doesn't have a bonus section, so that's gonna be the end of its turn. Marka, it's the start of your turn.
Okay. First of all, she's gonna yell, and I'm not gonna actually yell because I'm not going to, but for Zalzi and Leo, that was whatever, you get my idea. That was like whisper yelled. She's actually projecting more, just to see if they can hear her and come join them. And then let's see. Bonus action, she's going to kind of drag her thumb along the handle of the whip, and it'll suddenly burst out, like slowly, just completely curl into fire, and just this whole huge fire whip. And then take 2 attacks on the ghast, because it's a 10-foot reach.
That is sexy as hell, Miss Maka. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Twice.
Alright. Well, one definitely does not hit because it's only a 10.
Good.
And
Definitely doesn't hit.
the other is a 19.
Okay, that one hits.
Okay, cool. So,
Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
D4. So 7 plus the Hemocraft die is another 5. So 12.
Ooh, very nice.
12 points of damage.
Very nice.
She's just gonna stand there with her flaming whip trying to call over Leo and Salzy, just so they're aware of what's going on.
So, you definitely hit this thing mighty hard. You see it coil back and go.
Oh, let me roll.
Squirgle.
I didn't roll to the damage to her.
Yes,
For
indeed.
using the... No, only 1. Okay. Cool.
Very nice. You get lucky with those damage rolls, let me tell you. So yeah, you see it recoil in pain and flail about a little bit, and it moves a little closer, just a little bit. But you definitely put a serious hurtin' on that sucker.
Hit. And that's everything.
Okay. Before we move to Disco, Leo and Zalzi, go ahead and make perception checks for me. See what you hear.
I rolled a 9.
Ouch.
41, 42.
I mean, not the
And
scales.
Zalzi,
Yeah,
what you get?
I rolled a 21.
Yo!
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard Maka from a distance going, Leo Zalzi! You know, in Maka fashion. I can't do Maka's voice. So you hear this, and Zalzi, you are immediately alert, like, what the fuck? What would you guys like to do?
Probably go towards the sound.
Fair enough. You guys booking it?
Yes.
Zalzi, what? I need you to hold these for Zalzi!
So, with
Yeah.
that, I need both of you to go ahead and roll initiative so you can join the initiative tree.
Hey,
Roll
yo!
d20. Fuck, did I pull my pencil?
I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 2.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Is this Salzy's first combat?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Where's initiative?
It's right below your proficiency. It should just be your dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just my dex then?
Yeah, just your dexterity bonus.
Pretty much.
And am I rolling
D20.
D20.
Yep.
and then add on dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, me and the high rolls.
Mm.
21 again.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Damn, Zalzi.
Okay.
This is very fitting because you heard and you were like on it, and I'm just like, what's going on? Wait.
That's
Beautiful. Leo
Perfect.
did not perceive this round.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. That's cool. So, we will come back around to you. Disco, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to use my action to make the dragon, like... Maka is engaged with the ghast, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
For the
so I
moment.
cannot separate her from the ghast.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to... I can't see perfectly well, but I'm going to try. Am I in melee range of the ghast itself?
You are 5 feet from it.
So not quite in melee range?
There's not quite.
Okay,
It is like 10 feet from you, so it's like 2 squares away from you.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maka just
There's a 5 foot distance between.
reach on her weapon. So that's
Yes.
why.
Cool. I am going to have this dragon appear to jump from the tree, and I am going to react as though it is jumping at me. And I
Okay.
am going to kind of like crouch myself under / behind this dragon in the hopes that the dinosaur in
That's what I have! I know it's green, but it's what I have.
in the hopes that the ghast will either ignore me or choose not to engage, as I am maybe shielded by a illusory dragon.
Perhaps if I could get this son of a bitch to stand up. Nailed it. Okay.
Oh.
You disrespect me in my own home. It's fine. Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
Sure. Phew, gosh, I sneezed.
Let's
Is a
Wow.
go.
sneeze or a hiccup?
Goodness.
Goodness
It was
gracious.
Big ol' sneeze.
Michael says.
Oh, okay. 15.
That's pretty good. You do manage to sort of back up a little bit, and you kind of crouch and hide, and now this dragon is like hanging out over here. Gas doesn't really seem to be paying attention to you, though.
That's fine. I am picturing, like, dragon stalking over towards me, tail kind of in between me and the ghast. Just for visual purposes.
Just to kind of be using it as like a shield to hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. You have obtained illusory dragon, and the fact that it's green is honestly more fitting.
True.
Green
gal
Green gal
pals for the-
pals. You're right. Okay. So, after Disco is going to be Leo. What would you
Do
like
I get
to do, my dude?
Go, or do I have to wait until the next round?
Yeah, you've joined the initiative tree. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, am I on the map yet?
Yeah, you're over here. You're kind of hiding a little bit, but you're right here.
Okay.
Right.
And I see a dragon bearing down on Disco.
Oh yes.
I am definitely going to shoot 2 arcane blasts at said dragon.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
60-foot range.
30. That's fair
60
enough.
foot
That's
range.
definitely gonna hit, and you have a mostly clear shot.
Yep. And do I even need to roll to see if I hit it?
You still need to roll to see if you hit. Hello.
Well, that's one natural one, but the other one is a 23 to hit.
Okay. Definitely hits. The second one hits.
Does it go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that it's an illusion now?
Yes.
Yeah, you can determine that as your arcane
Okay.
blast just launches through this illusory dragon, just completely misses it, and honestly whizzes the pillar and fizzles out. Yeah, it's definitely illusory.
Okay. I will... Yeah, I guess that was my bonus action, so can I just take a minute to, like... Because that was just my first instinct, but can I just take a minute to, like, use my action to just process what's happening and, like, take in the scene?
Yes, if you would like to use bonus action process, you may.
It's action process, because bonus action cantrip in this campaign.
It is action
that's
process.
So
I
I'm
forgot about that.
I'm taking a whole ass action to process and be like,
So
oh,
you see Maka with a flaming whip and completely encased in ice.
yeah. And I look at Maka and I say, that bitch, copycat.
Would you like
I'm kidding.
to move?
I'm kidding. No,
Oh my god.
Wow!
my spell. No, I'm teasing. Leo's not. Leo's like, God damn it, that's my spell. But then I'm assuming I see the ghast.
If you want to use your action to process and
Yes.
perceive,
Yes.
you may roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Well, then you might not actually see Maka.
3.
So you don't see Maka.
You definitely do not see Maka. You see an illusory dragon and a big-ass dead tree in your space.
Okay, that's my turn.
Fair enough. Do you want to move? Or not?
Nope.
Fair
I'm
enough.
comfy.
Just stay where you are. God, you guys. I need to throw you into more combat because goddamn. Cool. So now it is the ghast's turn. And it's going to move towards you, Miss Maga. And it is going to attempt a... No, that's next. That is going to be a claw attack.
Okay.
On you. Oh. Why must you disappoint me in this way? Why are you sick right now? It's a 6. I know it doesn't hit. Wow, I'm not winning tonight, guys. It's gonna do dope-ass shit, but apparently. And that's definitely the end of its turn. So, Zalzi, top of the round, what would you like to do?
Everything is dead as a doornail, so my options are a little limited.
Yeah.
That'll teach me to better set up my spells. I have a guiding bolt spell.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Okay.
What level would you like to cast it at? You can cast it at a higher level to do more damage, but if you miss, then you're wasting a bigger spell slot.
Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And Guiding Bolt, is that a base first or second level?
I believe first.
Guiding...
Yeah, I have it at first, second, and third.
Yep, so you can cast it at any level that you want, and at a higher level, it will do more damage.
Okay.
But you'll be wasting a bigger slot if you miss.
I will go in the middle. I will use it at second level.
Nice.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's guiding bolt is an attack roll.
Yes.
I can DM. I
Okay.
know how to do this.
So which one am I rolling?
D20.
D20, and then add your spell attack modifier, which is at the top of your spell list. You should see it there.
Ah, I see.
Yes. You have bonuses to these things.
14.
That hits.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Heck yeah.
So you're going to do 5d6.
Damn.
And the next attack roll made against this creature has advantage.
Oh.
Yes. This is a fun spell.
Mm.
Yep, so just roll your d6 5 times and add it up.
All right, let me get a calculator.
Or you can just call out the numbers if you want us to do the math for you.
Nah, I got it.
Yeah. Math.
Heck yeah.
So bad.
We got a 2.
Okay.
We got a 1.
That's 3. All right.
We got a 3.
Okay, 6.
Got a 6.
Hmm.
Rolled
12.
instead. Like throwing this on my hardwood floor. And I got another 1.
Okay, so 13 points of damage altogether.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay. So, Velzy, you go ahead and you launch off your druidy guiding bolt. And what does your magic look like?
What do you mean?
What's it look like? What color is it? Does it have any cool effect to it? Give me some flavor.
Ooh.
Yes, you can do that.
Hmm.
You want to think about it, you can, but
I have the idea actually. I'm just trying to describe it. It's a bolt, so I'm imagining you kind of just. It's almost like you're chucking a thing.
yes.
Druid of Stars. So it's kind of Ooh, imagine like if you see like almost like a comet, it with the color wise of it
Nice.
bright, and I imagine like it's somewhat with blues and purples.
Nice.
Yeah, and sparkly, cause why not?
Well, that is the point of guiding bolt. It makes things sparkly.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
The spell literally says, a mystical dim light glittering on the target.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah.
And now the ghast is showered in magical stardust.
Perfect.
It's very pretty. It's a very pretty ghast at the moment. So, is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do, right?
You can move.
I can move.
You can move.
Oh, the camera stopped working. I think I'm good.
Fair enough. Rudy. And my headphones died, so that's fine. So you're staying there. That's cool. Maka, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
How rough is this guy looking?
It's looking kind of rough.
Okay. And we're gonna go for it. So, first things first. I probably shouldn't use this yet, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I don't care. So her whip that was already on fire is going to suddenly glow with a bright, almost greenish fire, like glow super bright green. And for my bonus action, I'm going to use my branding smite.
Ooh, run that by me. What is that?
The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which becomes visible if it's invisible, and the target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Do you get that for free?
I get 1 use per long rest for reasons.
Nice.
For reasons.
Reasons. Blood hunter shit.
And then, okay, so 2 attacks, and the first is with advantage, right?
Yes.
So the first one, oh, they were both 16s, so 16 plus 7. I'm assuming that's.
That's.
And let me
Don't
do
even
the
need to do
damage.
the math.
Hmm?
Don't even need to do the math. That is.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for your first attack.
Oh, they did not roll very well, but that's okay. So 6 radiant damage, 1 fire damage, and for 6 slashing damage. I don't know if any of those make any difference, but just in case. And then second attack.
So that's 13 points. All together. Go ahead and make your second attack.
15 plus 7.
That hits.
So that one, I think it's just the first. I think it's just the first attack. So this one is just my right and regular damage. So that is.
Aka
So
is
she's
the
gonna-
Ghost Slayer.
She's just gonna kind of take her whip and just kind of slash at it from one direction, and then kind of go with the other one and kind of use it to kind of almost wrap around its neck and yank back, pull the head straight off.
Merciless Maka! Wow! Don't blood hunter shit!
Yep.
That is... Ooh, and you sure as hell do. I'm not even gonna make you do a check for that, because it's dope as fuck. You go ahead and you wrap your whip around this thing, you twist it back, and you just snap it off, and by the name of fucking Coralon, you kill this thing. And it's dead. Nice. Nice. So,
We've still got a dragon.
there's
Oh.
the illusory dragon on the playing field. Cisco, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a peek over. Acknowledge that this ghast is gone. Look up at my dragon friend. Look over at Leo and Zalzi.
Is that yours?
Tisco is going to simply blink very owlishly at Leo. And the dragon is going to turn and do the same.
Amazing.
So is the problem taken care of?
I think so, unless there's more of these around.
How close are we on our timeline?
Get in there. Definitely getting there.
Well, and Mako will speed explain everything that happened after kind of glancing down at the ghast and its parts.
Is 64 cubic feet or 64 feet cubed?
64 cubic feet.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Is it more feet?
Cubed would be 64 by times 64. Cubic is 8 by 8.
So smaller.
Yes.
Less
Ah.
feet.
Yes.
Less feet.
Oh, I see.
8-foot cube. 8-foot cube is still probably big enough.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
because the only other stuff we've got in there is more scales, so
Yeah.
we're good. We've got some scales,
Don't
Just a
worry
bunch of
me,
scale.
baby.
flies, and some vials, and that's about it. And a tent.
Oh my
Well, the
gosh,
tent's
that
probably-
tent.
Yeah, we will continue back. Or,
Back to the boat.
To the boat.
boat. Good cheese? Did we lose you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Oh, are we doing anything?
I'm just
Yep.
getting this. I'm just getting this down.
Okay.
I just wanted to put that up before I forgot about it. Just posting a, hey, we're sorry about what the hell's going on. Twitch is being stupid.
Gotcha.
It looks like
Sounds
maybe
good.
it's backed up. I have a live right now.
Oh, let me check.
I don't think.
Did Connor stop OBS?
No, it's still
Huh?
alive.
Back up. We're back up.
Oh, hey.
At least I see the images and stuff, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
We go back to the boat.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, you guys pretty much do. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm guessing there was no looting of a undead body. I don't think there's anything that.
I guess unless you guys want to salvage different parts, but none of you are necromancers or golem builders, so no.
She probably would have used, since her whip is still flaming, she would have kind of lit the body on fire and
Oh,
made sure it was controlled so that it wouldn't come back.
that is a choice.
That's a choice.
Listen, you know,
Wow.
prevent death happening again. As if pulling the head off wasn't enough. She's having a time.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
She is a time. I'm gonna be honest. But what I will say is, Maka, go ahead and make a quick perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, which dice is not gonna fuck me over? Because most of mine have tonight. Other than a few rolls. 14.
Okay. As the others get ready to head back to the boat and they're walking behind and you're staying behind for just a second to finish up business, so to say. Quote unquote. You kind of look off into the tree line again. And the fog isn't there so much. But you do see a small raven come over and land on one of the broken pillars. Kind of watch over this event happening.
Mock will kind of do a kind of like half bow, like from the shoulders down, kind of like nod to it before making sure she doesn't get too far behind the others.
As you do so, you look past where the raven is sitting. You see standing in the tree line is an ebony dark cloak of raven feathers. And encapsulated, it's a white porcelain, almost plague doctor-looking mask. And a single long, iridescent raven feather sticking out from the top of the hair that kind of blends into the rest of the silhouette.
She'll stop short of that. And just kind of stop and turn around and give the same kind of respectful bow. Not really approaching, but just kind of acknowledging the presence.
Watch as the figure kind of tilts the head a little curiously, one direction and then towards the other. See the head kind of tilt down. And it steps back. Just with a waft of feathers is gone.
Kind of stop for another second or so, and before then catching up with the rest of the group, but not saying anything about it. kind of make mental note of that.
And as the gas body kind of burns away, you notice that it's not the green flames. It's sort of purple-esque, very dark flames that kind of devour the body around it. You see it kind of sinks and soaks into the soil. It becomes part of the ground. No body remains. You go ahead and catch up to the rest of the group. You see Captain Penrose is sitting on the bow of the boat, like lurching over it, watching the tree line. It watches you guys come out, and she goes, "Oh." I was getting real nervous that she wouldn't come back. This is really, really close to time. Alright, everybody on board. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Blows the plank down and yes, I'm aboard. On the boat you go.
As we climb up. Do I want to do that now?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, as we climb up and as we pass her, Disco will, turn and, like, not really lean in, but, like, kind of lean in a little bit. And just... I thought you said that there was somebody waiting on the boat for us earlier, and I definitely did not see anybody extra.
She was hanging below deck, but, I saw her up on the top deck and she went back down below and I haven't seen her since, so imagine that maybe went about business. Looking like a magical lady.
She is definitely a magical lady.
See
Right.
elves and all.
Thank you.
No problem. Alright. Tangamon?
Off we go.
Mm-hmm. Off we go, indeed.
Alright. Everybody get aboard. Hands, feet, everything inside of the boat. At all times, this is going to be a little while before we get there. So you guys have about an hour and a half's worth of travel to get over there. So you can,
Now Leo can get a short rest.
now you guys can take a proper short rest. And that is where we will end tonight.
Wow.
It's a flippin' Raven Queen. God.
What a time.
Holy cow. Who knew pulling the head off a ghoul would make the Raven Queen show up?
This is part of her stomping ground, so
Anyway, yes. We can end. Sorry, I got a little excited.
oh yes, that's fine. Yes, this is our ending point for the evening. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. We do appreciate it. We know that Twitch is having some technical difficulties and being a butthole.
One of these weeks we will not suffer.
One of these weeks. But aside from that, audio, video, all that good stuff will be fixed up and uploaded within the next couple of days. So thank you for future people who are listening to this. Thank you. You're freaking cool. We love you very much. Time travel, baby. Love you guys. We'll see you again next Monday. And just remember to water your plants. Because I still haven't done so.
Hug a friend.
Hug a friend. Eat some cheese sticks.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. And see you again when the Misfits return.